Hey guys, would you like to learn list of Python string commands in one video? So here is the video for you. Myself Rakesh and I welcome you back to my channel. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay up to date. So let's get started and learn list of Python string commands. Okay. Now the very first thing what I'm going to teach you, let's say if I have to print a word, right? So there are two different ways to print. One is you can use double quote and say hello, and the other way to print is simply by saying print, and then what if I say single quote and write hello, right? There are two different ways to do that. So if I run it both the way, I am going to get the value hello and hello. Okay, in both the things, when you run it, it is going to print hello and hello. So it doesn't matter if you are using a double quote or a single quote. So that should be your first learning point. To define a string, you can either go for a double quote or with a single quote. Okay, that is the first thing. Now the second thing, how do you assign a value to a variable? For example, I'm creating a variable called a equals to, and I'm going to say hello. Okay, so this way, is it going to really assign this value to a? Let's check that. To check that, all I have to do, I'll use a print command, and then within parenthesis I will write a. Okay, so with that, if you run this, what would happen? In the first line, the hello value will be assigned to the alphabet a or the variable a, and here it is printing hello. Getting it? So this is, this is the way to assign value to a string variable or a variable. Okay, so this is done. Now let's say, how do I assign, let's say this is what is happening right now, it is printing only one word. How about if I print multiple words? Let's say I would like to print something like that. Hello, my name is Rakesh, I am teaching Python, right? If I write everything, now you will have a question, Rakesh, how do I really do this, right? How everything can be written in one line and assigning it to one variable? Let me tell you, all you have to do for this, use three double quotes at the beginning. I'm going to remove all this. Okay, remove all this, three double quotes at the beginning, right? And at the end, I will write three double quotes. Start with three double quotes, end with three double quotes. Now in this way, you can print multi-line text, right? So if I hit on run, you can see hello, my name is Rakesh. And now here the question, why the space has come? Okay, because you have given a space here, or I have given a space here. Let me remove the space. Okay, getting it? So just by doing this, what would happen? I can print everything, three different lines in one, by giving the assigning the value to one variable. Okay, so this is clear. So multi-line string assignment to a single variable and printing that, this one we have understood. Now another interesting fact I will tell you. Let's say if I am defining something called a is equals to, and I am saying hello world. Okay, so this is a text which has been assigned to the variable a. Now remember, in Python, the strings are stored in an array format. Strings are stored in an array format. What do I mean by that? For example, if I say print, right? Let's say I'm going to assign a value called x is equal to, if I say print a in square bracket, I'm going to say 0. What does that mean? Or in simple way, if you want to directly print, let me print this way: a hello world, print a, right? What I have done, a in square bracket, I have written 0. So what I said, the strings are stored in an array format, and this is the index number. Let me first show you. Okay, if I run this, what happens? The first value got printed, known as h. Okay, interesting. Now let's do one thing. Let's type print, and then I'm going to say a, and I'm going to put a square bracket and write 1. Right now, if I do this, what should I be, what it is going to print? First it is going to print h, then it is going to print e, isn't it? So you can see HE got printed. Now if I repeat this several times, let me copy, paste, enter, paste, enter, paste. Okay, and I'm going to change the number. Let's say 2, and then come down and I will say 3, and I'm going to come down, I will say 4. Let's say, let me print one more, and I'm going to come down and say 5. Now what would happen by this, if I run this, it's going to print, if you see, HELLO, comma. So what happened, the first letter is donated by the index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and comma is there in the 5th position. Okay, it's the position numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that way I can print hello. Okay, interesting. What if, Rakesh, you will say, Rakesh, what if I want to print everything at a time? Okay, that can be done. Let's say I'm going to say print, and then I will say A in square bracket. I'm going to mention from 0 to let's say 5. Okay, 0 to 5 I want to print. Okay, now if I do this, what would be the output if I hit on run? So the output is hello. What would happen if I say 7, 0 to 7, and I'm going to run this? What's going to happen? Hello, comma, space. What if I say 8? So what's happening? Hello W. So how this one is working, the moment I say, the first one is the starting point and this is the stopping point, right? You start from the position number 0 and stop at 5th. So 5th will stop. So it is going to retrieve anything before that. For example, if you count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th position is the comma. So when I type this, do I see a comma in my output? No. If I need a comma, then all I have to do, increase the position to 6th. Nothing but the space. The space is also counted. Now if you see, the output would come hello, comma. Getting it? Now you will say, Rakesh, why do you really have to write a 0? What if you remove this? Right? Simply write :6. So if I do this, it is going to print hello. So that means it is going to start from the beginning till the 6th position. Okay. What if you are going to say, start from the 6th position, starting point is 6, and the end point I am not going to mention. Getting it? I am not going to mention the end point. If I run this, what would happen? You are getting world, right? 6th position, starting point 6th, but there is a space also included. If you see, there is a space got included. I don't want the space. Okay, then do change it to 7th and run it, and you are going to get world. Okay, so from here, what you are understanding that the strings in Python are stored in an array format, and using the index number we can fetch the values as we need, right? If I say 0, is going to fetch the first value of the alphabet or first value of the variable, the string variable, right? So this one you have understood. Now the next thing, what if I would say, is there a way to print the length of the string? What is the total length of the string? Yes, we can do that. For that, you have to learn a function known as length. Okay, for example, I'll create another variable and I'm going to say x is equals to, and I'm going to say len, length is the function, right? These are all built-in functions, and here just I have to provide the value, the variable a. So by that, what would happen? It will check what is the word there in this, and it is going to count the length and going to show me the output. So if I say print and x, it's very interesting, right? So very simple way, and with the easy way we can do it. Now if I run this, it is going to count the length of a and is going to print the value here. It's going to assign the value to x, and the x got printed as 13. Now if you count manually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 characters in this string. For example, to make it simple, what if I type one word? Let's say I'm going to type W. Okay. Now if I run this, how many one word is there? If I say word, how many words? You say there are 5 different characters. So this is the function that you should make a note. len in the bracket, you provide the variable name. Pretty simple. Okay, len length, that's in Python string command. Now what if let's say I'll give a word. Okay, let me give it a word, and you need to find something. For example, welcome to automate with Rakesh. So in this entire string, so this is the string. In this entire string, if I have to find if automate word is there, if the automate word is there or not. Now to do this, there is a keyword known as in. What is the keyword? In keyword. So how to use this in keyword? Let me show you. For example, if I'm using a if statement, if what I want to find, the word welcome, so I'm going to write welcome in double quotes. In is the command. If welcome in a, that means if welcome is there in the variable a colon. So these are the very important syntaxes that you should learn. If welcome in a, right, then what I want to say, print yes, I'll say yes, right, else. So to write else, you have to go back because the white space is very important. Okay, else equals to, hit on enter. So if you see, by default there is a white space. If you remove the white space, there will be error. Do you see there is an error? So definitely you have to have a white space while you are writing if commands, for each, or any function. When you are writing, that represents a block of a code. It's a block of a code, so that block has to have a white space, mandatory in Python. So here I'm saying else print no. So we'll do a little bit of experiment with this. Let's see, it will be very interesting. Okay, so I've done, I've written all the commands. Now if I run this, so what is saying? Yes. What if I type a word, let's say hello. If hello in a, so the output will be no, it is not there, right? Similar way, the alternative way is not in a, then print not present. So just the opposite word. Okay, in is the keyword. If you write not in, it will just do the opposite. Yes, yes, it's present. So in is the keyword and not in, just the opposite task it will do. So hello, is it present in this word? So it should say not present. Should say not present. How about if I say automate? If I run this, it should say yes, present. Getting it? So this is how you will be using the command in to find a word in Python. Okay, in a string, the command is in that you have to use to find a word in Python. From a string, you have to use the command in. So that is understood. Now next thing we are going to learn, how do you change a word from uppercase to lowercase? For example, if I say x is equal to, and I'm going to write hello. Okay, so this has both uppercase and lowercase. Now if I have to convert this to lowercase or uppercase, so all I have to do, simply have to say a dot upper, and parenthesis. So that why we are giving a parenthesis, that means it's a function, it's an inbuilt function. And now if I say print x, right, print x, if I say, what would happen? It's going to convert the a value to uppercase and going to print. So if I run it, you will see the hello has been printed, isn't it? Now what if I would like to convert it to lower? So I will again say x is equal to a dot, and variables are case sensitive. I cannot write a. Okay, this will give error. So they are case sensitive. So a, and I'm going to say lower, and then close the parenthesis. So now if I print x, what would happen? What value would I get? I'm going to get the hello in a lowercase. So let's run this and see the output. So hello, one is in uppercase, the other one is lowercase. Now what if I print just a? It will print the normal assigned value, what was there initially, right? So if you run this, hello, hello, and hello. Getting it? So these are important Python string commands. Okay, this is understood. Now the other thing I will teach you, one more function which is again very easy. Let's say if I have a space, I have a couple of space. Okay, I have a couple of space. I would like to remove the space. Now to remove the space, the function for this is a, the variable name, dot strip. Okay, strip means you trim it or strip it. In Python it's strip. So trim function I have used, hit on enter. So whatever the white space will be there, it will be removed. For example, first I would like to print a, which with the white space, and I would like to print x. Okay, so that way you will be able to differentiate. For example, let me give some white space also in the beginning. It's going to remove any white space in the beginning and in the end. Okay, that's all. So if I run this, what happened? The first A, when it got printed, it had got a couple of white spaces in the second one, and also it has got white space in the end. If you click here, you can see. So here it has printed, it has removed all the white space. Now you will say, Rakesh, what if I have two words? Okay, let's do that. So I have two words. Is it going to remove this white space? No. The strip will only remove the white space in the beginning or end of the string. So if I run this, you will see the hello world, this the A with the primary one, how it was, and the second one where the entire thing has been removed. Okay, there is no space. Okay, there is no exact space in the beginning or at the end has been removed. Okay, so this is what did we learn? What is the next command we learn? A dot strip. Strip means trimming out the white space or removing the white space, right? Okay, let me teach you another basic thing. Okay, let's say I'm going to assign a value hello. Okay, and I'm going to assign a value world. These are the two different words. Okay, now if I say print concatenate, I mean, how do you add two words, right? This is also very important, very useful. So how do you add two words? So all I will say A plus B. So by doing this, what would happen? What is the output that would come? Hello world. But again, there is no space. Let's say I would like to give a space. So for that, all I will do, I'll use a double quote, give it a space. Inside this, I'll write a plus. So if I run this now, what would happen? Hello world with a space has come. Okay, these are also very important things. Appears to be very simple, but again, it will be useful. Okay. Now this is one thing that you would love, that is how do you do string formatting. Okay, string formatting. So how to do string formatting? Let me teach you. For that, let me write something called, let's say I'm going to write a variable called age equals to, I'm going to give it a value called 28. Okay, and I will write a word a, and here I'm going to say my name is John and my age is, right, and I want to write something. I'll give a space, and generally to write, what you do, you give it a plus sign, right, and then you will write that variable age. Okay, now with this, what would happen? There will be error because this is a string and this is a integer. So generally, when you run, it will give an error. Can only concatenate string, not integer to string. So what I will do, I'll put this 28 in double quotes and run it. So now what happened? Okay, so I did not print it. So let me say print, and I will say A. Okay, so if I run this, what happened? My name is John, and so this is printing as normal. What if I'm going to remove the variable? I don't want to use the variable. Rather, I would print in a different way. So I'm using a curly braces or curly brackets I'm using. Now in the curly bracket, what I will do here, the variable is holding this, so I'll say a dot format. Okay, this will be very useful. So make a note how I am writing the variable name dot format, and here in the bracket I am passing the variable. Getting it? So what would happen just by doing this? It will take the value of a and it will format that, and then it is going to print. How it will format? The age, the variable age will be kept inside this curly braces. If I run this, it will be very clear. So what is happening? See, I am just printing this sentence. So how it is printing? It is saying 28. Now what if I would use one more, and I stay in London, let's say, and I stay in London, and I'm going to use another curly braces. Okay, and here I'll create another variable city. What is the variable name? City is equals to, and I'm going to give it a name London. Okay, so I stay in London. So this London variable which I have hard coded, I'm going to remove it. And how do I pass this value to here? It's again pretty simple, age comma city. Okay, so if I do this and if I run this, what would happen? The first one, age 28, would go here to the first one. The second variable value will go to the second one, and you can see the output has been printed. My name is John and my age is 28 and I stay in London. Getting it? So how it is passing? Now you will say, Rakesh, is there another way? I have seen people have writing 0, 1. What would happen? Okay, even that can be done. For example, if I write 0 here and if I write 1 here, what would happen? 0 indicates the first variable in the format bracket, and 1 indicates the the second one. Likewise, more variables you have to add more numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So if I run it here, what would happen? Even this is going to give me the output. So you can see it has given the output. Now what would happen if I say 1? Look at the fun part. If I say make it to 1 and make it to 0, what would happen? So logically, 0 means what? Age. So age will be typed here. I stay in 28, and city means 1, right? The index number is 1. It will be printed here. So if you see, my name is John and my age is London and I stay in 28. Right, completely different. So you had made an understanding. So how to write this? Okay. So for example, if I put city here and write age here, right? Age is the second. Now in this case, the city, the moment you write it capital, it will become a problem. Because these are case sensitive. The variables are case sensitive. So city comma age. So city is the 0 index. So where the city should go here, and age is 1 index. So it should go here. Now if you type, my name is John and my age is 28 and stay in London. Okay, so that has come properly. So these are a couple of important things, right? You can pass in. Let's say I would like to add one more value. What should I add? And then city, age, company. Let's say company. Okay, company. But again, this is not declared. So what I will do, I'll declare it here. Company equals to, let's say, I work in ABC. Okay, so 3 different variables that we have defined, and here I am going to say I work in a company named, okay, and I'll leave it and I'll use a curly braces, and in the curly braces, so 0, 1, 2, if I mention 2, what would happen? The variable with the position number 2, so it'll start with 0, 1, 2 will be added over here. So you can define where you would like to have that. It's up to you. And I work in company named ABC. Okay, this is also one of the important Python string command, dot format. Okay, so multiple things that we have learned. I hope you have already made a note of all of this and you will be able to take benefit. So this basic set of Python string commands are really important for you to remember. It should just come automatically. You don't have to recall. So if you practice multiple times, it will be there in your fingertips. So thank you guys. So that is the set of Python commands that we have learned through this video. We are going to once again meet in our next video. Until then, please do take care and do subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon to stay up to date. Thank you guys. We are going to once again meet in our next video. Take care. Bye bye.